When I was in high school, there was an ongoing joke that normal was just a setting on a washing machine. But what is normal anyway? Synonyms include blasé, plain Jane, vanilla, ordinary, and that is where we land in this video. I'm your host, Garrett K. Jones, and this month on Creator's Corner, we are looking at the first step in the hero's journey. Today, we are talking about the ordinary world. Hey, welcome to my channel. If you're a returning viewer, glad to have you back. And if you're new, there are so many things for you to check out. For my patrons on Patreon, there is a new blooper reel available for all tiers. And for patrons donating $3 a month or more, you will find a fully uncut version of the interview from last week's author awareness video featuring Adam Perry. I'll talk more about becoming a channel supporter at the end of this video. Right now, I'd like to share about an event that is near and dear to my heart and my face. I'm participating in No Shave November, which is a fundraiser movement that is partnered with the American Cancer Society, helping raise money for cancer awareness and support, specifically cancers that impact men. I've signed up to kick cancer in the ass, and I'm aiming to raise $250 for the Testicular Cancer Society. I'm growing my beard, and whoever makes the largest donation gets to decide what I do with the beard at the end of the month. Now, if you'd like to donate, please check out the link in the video description.
Before going any further with the video, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon for notifications on new videos. You can select notifications for all videos, or you can select notifications based on your preferences. If you're watching on your phone, be sure to update those settings inside the app itself to get the most out of your viewing experience.
Last month, we did an overview of this monomyth, looking at each of the different steps in the hero's journey. This month, we're zooming in to take a closer look at each of the elements. We're starting in Act 1, the departure. This is where the hero, whether that's Luke Skywalker, Bilbo Baggins, or Katniss Everdeen, begin to prepare for their quest. There may be a point where they aren't knowingly preparing, especially at the beginning, but the life lessons and skills that they have developed early on will come in handy for them. Star Wars is going to be my go-to example for this series. Luke Skywalker has been raised as a moisture farmer on the desert planet of Tatooine by his Aunt Beru and his Uncle Owen. People who live in a desert environment deal with the harshness and adversity by quickly adapting and overcoming their challenges, namely finding good sources of water and hydration. Luke doesn't exactly demonstrate this resourcefulness all of the time, but he's also young and inexperienced. That changes over the course of the film, especially after he finds quest companions. But the one skill he does have at his disposal is being a pilot, which he uses throughout the movie. Luke also has a sense of loyalty during this time. Despite the frustrations he has with his uncle's strictness, he still loves his aunt and uncle, and it's heartbreaking for him when he finds them dead at the end of Act 1. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We want to focus on the ordinary world, which I'm sure there's a Duran Duran joke in there somewhere. But let's get back to business. We're specifically talking about Luke's world. This step refers to the hero's normal life and the start of the story. This is before the adventure ever begins. It's the starting point, and it gives a glimpse into the character of the hero before he or she changes during the course of their adventure. We may even get to see evidence of hamartia, or a fatal flaw in the hero, at this early point in the story. Tatooine, as mentioned earlier, is a desert planet. It's an extreme habitat, and most real habitable planets are a mix of different environments, but apparently every planet in George Lucas's head is a macrocosm, like Dagobah being a swamp planet or Mustafar being a global volcano. Luke dreams of being a great pilot, but he's stuck in the boring, humdrum job of moisture farming. There's no glory or honor in what he does. It's a necessary job because his family's farm provides a good for other parts of the planet, providing income for the Skywalkers to then spend on the goods and services that they need from others. But Luke wants something more. This is where we see Luke's hamartia. It's that he's brash and impatient. He tends to leap before he looks. His situational awareness isn't as extensive as he thinks, like when he allows R2-D2 to run away after removing the restraining bolt, or when he's ambushed by Tusken Raiders. His impulsivity often gets him into trouble, but it's also the thing that eventually helps him become good at thinking on his feet. However, this impatience also proves to be one of the biggest downfalls for him when he first faces off against Darth Vader in Episode 5. Essentially, the ordinary world is the starting point for your character or characters. This is the world they know. The people, places, circumstances, and businesses. It's boring, it's typical, and nothing interesting ever happens. The hero wants to do something different, but they have nothing driving them to do anything out of the ordinary, and they may be scared of leaving. They might hate their home environment, not realizing just how safe they are because the larger world is scarier and more dangerous than they realize. When developing your ordinary world, here are a few tips. First, establish the type of world you want. This involves picking a genre that you are comfortable with and filling in the environment. Second, list the rules and laws. There is an order to things that people need a framework in which to operate. These could be governmental structures, magic systems, political boundaries, social and family dynamics. Third, detail the physical world that your characters will inhabit. This is the landscape, the weather, the seasons, natural resources, the flora and fauna, and everything in between. This also includes cultural elements, languages, and histories. All of these elements determine how your character develops both before the story begins and during the hero's journey. Fourth, use existing works for inspiration. Find other authors who have successfully written in your genre and see what they did to develop the world that their characters inhabit. Look for the details that they include. Lastly, plan with caution. It's really easy to get lost in the details and minutiae of the world that you're creating, but this can take too much time away from the actual writing, and it may limit your freedom to make changes to the story later on. Next month, we're going to be taking a look at the inciting incident that draws the hero out of their ordinary world and how they respond to it. Hey, thanks for watching. Please hit like and subscribe. If you'd like to support this channel, you can do so on Patreon through one of 3 affordable support plans. Patrons get access to blooper reels, behind the scenes videos, and much more. You can also buy sweet merch on my store on Teespring that you can rep on social media by tagging me at GKJ_publishing and using the hashtag 5Kingdoms merch on both Instagram and on Twitter. Or you can sign up for the free poster giveaway. I'll announce a winner when I hit 200 YouTube subscribers. I'll see you back here next week for the Forming Fantasy live stream.
The vlog of the 5 Kingdoms is filmed without the use of a live audience at Skyrocket Studios in Hanford, California. We can't do what we do without your help, so please make sure to subscribe by clicking the button that's above my head And make sure to watch and share the videos over here to my left. Have a great week.